Good morning, class 7. Today we'll see about units of time and speed. The basic unit of time is a second. You know that very well. And speed, we are saying kilometer per hour or meter per second. All these things are the units of the speed. Its symbol is S, the time, which is the second. It is denoted by the symbol S. Large unit times are minutes and hours. So the unit of time is second, minutes and hour. You can already know how these units are related to one another. What would be the basic unit of the speed? So the basic of the unit of the speed is distance by time, meter per second, meter per minute or kilometer per hour. These are the basic units of the speed. You must remember that the symbol of all units are written in singular. So how it is written? Singular. For example, we write 50 kilometer and not 50 kilometers. We are just writing 50 kilometer. Or 8 centimeter is not written as 8 centimeters. So Bojo is wondering how many seconds there are in a day and how many hours in a year. Can you help him? Yes, you can help and you can calculate the days and years. Second, so different units of time are used depending on the need. For example, it is convenient to express your age in years rather than in days or hours. So you are expressing your age in years, not in days or not in hours. Similarly, it will not be wise to express in years the time taken by to cover the distance between your home and your school. So it is also not wise to convert the time into years or the distance you are covering from your home to school. How small or large is the time interval of 1 second? The time taken in saying aloud 2001 is nearby 1 second. So how small or large is a time interval in 1 second? So the time interval in 1 second can be saying that 2001 is nearby 1 second. Verify it by counting aloud from 2001 or 2010. The pulse of a normal healthy adult at rest beats about 72 times in a minute. So the pulse rate of the adult person in a rest means rest position beats about 72 times. That is about 12 times in 10 second. 12 times in 10 second. This rate may be slightly higher for children. So the pulse rate in adult as compared to children, the children pulse rate will be higher as compared to the adult, and adults rest position the pulse rate are about 72 times in a minute. Then many times measuring devices were used in different parts of the world before the pendulum became popular. Sundial, water clock and sand clock are some example of such devices. Different design of these devices were developed in different parts of the world. So the measuring device like sundial, then water clock and sand clock, these were used to measure the time before pendulum. Then next we'll see measuring speed, how we will measure the speed or how can we measure the speed. Having learned how to measure time and distance, you can calculate the speed of an object. Let us find the speed of a ball moving along the ground. So draw a straight line on the ground with a chalk powder or a line and ask one of your friend to stand 1 to 2 meter away from it. Let your friend gently roll a ball along the ground in a direction perpendicular to the line. Note the time and the moment the ball crosses the line and also when it comes to the rest. How much time does the ball take to come to rest? You should calculate that. that how much time is taken by the ball at the rest position. In the picture it is shown, you can do that in this way. So perpendicular line, one line is drawn here, and by that, and the ball is rolled in this way. From start to end, you should calculate the distance, and also you should how much time the ball takes. This you have to calculate. Measure the distance between the point at which the ball crosses the line and the point where it comes to rest. You can use a scale or a measuring tape. Let different group repeat the activity. Record the measurements in table 13.3. In each case, calculate the speed of the ball. You may now like to compare your speed of walking or cycling with that of your friends. So you need to know the distance of the school from your home or from some other points. Each one of you can then measure the time taken to cover the distance and calculate your speed. It may be interesting to know who amongst you is the fastest. So this you have to do. Speed of some living organisms are given in. Okay, so you have to calculate your speed and distance whatever you covered from your school to home or home to school, or by cycling, walking, by all these things you should calculate the distance and the speed. There will be difference in each case. The speed will be different, the time will be different, many things that you are trying to calculate will be different as compared to other one. So in table 13.4 is given that distance moved and time taken by a moving ball. So this table you have to fill it. The distance moved by the ball in meter you should write, time taken in second you have to write. Now the time taken, speed equal to distance by time taken. You should calculate the speed by this formula, that distance divided by time. Then table 13.4 in kilometer per hour. So in table 13.4 you should calculate in kilometer per hour. Why? You can calculate the speed in meter per second yourself. So in meter per second you should calculate by dividing kilometer equal to 1000 and hour equal to 16 minute, and kilometer 1000 meter equal to 1 kilometer. In this way you can convert into meter per second. The distance you calculated in kilometer per hour, convert it into meter per second by 1000 divided by 60. Rocket launching satellite into each orbit often attains speed up to 8 kilometers per second. On the other hand, a tortoise can move only with a speed of about 8 centimeter per second. In 1 second, 8 centimeter, and the rocket speed, Earth's orbit speed, 8 kilometer per second. Can you calculate how fast is the rocket compared with the tortoise? Yes, you can calculate by the formula distance divided by time taken. Then once you know the speed of an object, you can find the distance moved by it in a given time. All you have to do is to multiply the speed by time. Thus distance covered equal to speed into time. So if you know the distance, you can calculate the speed and time also. If you know the time, you can calculate speed and distance also. So this is the formula to calculate the distance covered equal to speed into time. Suppose the speed is 60, time is 1 hour, so multiply it and that will be the distance. You can also find the time an object would take to cover a distance while moving with a given speed. So you can also calculate the time of an object if the speed and distance is given to u. So same formula will be distance covered equal to speed into time. So you can calculate time also by this formula. You might have seen a meter fitted on a top of a scooter or a motorcycle. Similarly, meters can be seen on the dashboard of car, buses and other vehicles. Show the dashboard of a car. Note that one of the meter has kilometer per hour written at one corner. This is called the speedometer. This is called the speedometer. So I will show the figure of dashboard of a car, and that is called the speedometer. It records the speed directly in kilometer per hour. So this is the dashboard and this is the speedometer. These things are known as speedometer. They calculate the speed and also shows the distance in kilometers. So this calculate the speed and this shows the kilometer how much it travel. Then there is also another meter that measures the distance moved by the vehicle. This meter is known as odometer. Again the one meter is there. That meter measures the distance how much is calculated. That meter is known as odometer. The meter which measures the distance is known as odometer, and the meter which measures the speed is called as speedometer. So this is speedometer and the distance is called as odometer. While going for a school picnic, Paheli decided to note the reading on the odometer of the bus after every 30 minutes till the end of the journey. Later on, she recorded her reading in table 13.5. So, can you tell how far was the picnic spot from the school? Can you calculate the speed of the bus? Yes, you can calculate the speed of the bus. Speed equal to distance by time. The formula is there. Speed equal to distance by time, means distance divided by time. So you can calculate the speed of the bus also. Looking at the table, Bujo tested Paheli whether she can tell how far they would have traveled till 9:45, means 9:45 am. Paheli had no answer to this question. They went to their teacher. She told them one way to solve this problem is to plot a distance time graph. Let us find how such a graph is plotted. So the Paheli went to teacher that she cannot calculate how much time was taken or how much was the distance from the school to the picnic spot. So every till 9:45, when she went to teacher and teacher told her some formulas and she tried to find out. Then she also made the graph of it. So we'll see that graph in next period.